It's Monday and I'm not streaming, and you know what that means? That means that we're going back to Lara Croft, and the last time we were here, we have just entered Egypt, the first level of Egypt. Last level has been very straightforward, and I'm afraid that that was a false sort of level, as in a level that gives you like a false sense of security. Because it felt so good. The whole level, like, moved very, very, very smoothly. And I'm just afraid that we're not gonna get that again. Well, I don't need to be perfect with my jumps over here. This block, ahaha, looks draggable. Which means that we're gonna drag it. It would be really great. What is this? I think it's a door. So this was where this block was. Trying to figure out what was the point of this? Because it's not like I'm gonna drop that block down. Ooh, there is also a hangy rail. Half broken column. I don't think that that one leads anywhere good. Let's go, hangy rail! Time to do some hangy travel on the hangy rail. I don't know what else to say about this. Can probably just safely go down here. Ooh! Button! I have found a button. And I will save, because I like saving whenever I make any kind of modicum of progress. And every single time when I don't, I get punished by having to start the level all the way from the start. What the heck? I'm assuming that the game actually wants me to pull one block over the other. But also, like, ammo and health and shit. Presumably, if I pull one block over the other, I will be able to be pulling the block over here. And then I could use it to get up. Presumably. I think I'll need it one tile this way. I think I pushed it a bit too far. Now pull for one, then turn around, push for one. And this side suddenly becomes climbable. I wonder how impressive it is to see speedruns of this game. Because I bet people just found a way to do like an insane jump that skips through all of this. As opposed to watching me, that's taking like 5 times the normal amount to finish this game. Ooh, okay, that is... That is very impressive. Like, I've seen a tiny bit of Sphinx through here, and... Yeah, this is like a site. Oh god! A site ruined by random wildcats. Yep, it died. Okay, I lost all my health, but it died, and we're not doing the block thing again. We're using a med kit if we need it. I wanted to do this. I wanted to see how it would look in the original graphics. The heck is that? Jesus Christ. That is a mummy dog? It's the only way that I can explain it. And then it explodes into pieces, great. I think it's more impressive in the new graphics. I was traveling the wrong way. I think the moment you get off this block, you can't get back again. Because it's slippy and slidey. There's water over here, which likely means a diving segment. And also, I am assuming that there's probably like a random-ass crocodile somewhere. Alternatively, just like shit ton of ammo. I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so... ammo was all that there was. Ooh, buttons. I don't really want to randomly press buttons. Because I don't think that good things will happen if I do. There is quite a lot of writings that are just... Alright, you can't go up there, you can only get down from there. That's something to keep in mind. There's a gap over there. But I think it's a bit tall to jump. There's also just a block. Let's throw in a save in case what's behind the block isn't a good person. Mind you, I'm not really expecting to find a good person behind the Sphinx. I don't think that good people would just kind of be standing around in there. Alright, so there's also something in this direction, but it's blocked off for now. So we have a pylon with a whole bunch of buttons, each presumably with a different symbol. Then we have whatever's behind the cube. Wait a minute. Are you climbable? If it is, then, like, potentially. That has to be 2 sloped, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. You're not climbable. Because if the Sphinx was climbable, then potentially you can probably make your way up somewhere, like through the ledge, like maybe into one of those gaps. This thing requires a key that I do not have. I don't think that anything on the door is significant. Well, time to play with the button, I guess. Like, how many combinations can you even get here? Surely not infinite. Oh, it's an insertable! So I can't even play with buttons. I need to insert things into this one. Is that a little platform that I see? Like right there? Yeah, it is. So where? Aha! There is a way to get up here. Okay. If I manage to like... Nope, I can't do anything in here. That's a roll. That's a weapon draw. Thought if I could make myself small, I could potentially get in there, but no. What I could do is get a nice thing off the giant stone thing in the distance. And by nice thing, apparently I mean shotgun shells. What have I not explored yet? Can't go up there. Well, I can't get in there. That has a fence on it. Sphinx guy needs a key. I have already checked the water. There's nothing there. I should be able to just freefall dive off here. Yep. I'm gonna switch the graphics because it's a lot easier to see like this. And double check the water first. Because if you're gonna miss anything in here, it will be here. Definitely nothing in the water. I've been up onto the column. God damn it! This is just me trying to get out of the water. Can't go here because of block. This feels like stairs. Can't hold on to anything here. Can't hold on to anything here. So these are pretty useless stairs if you ask me. That needs a key. Upstairs was a no-go. That is slippity-slidey. Don't know what this is, but it is closed. So I know that much. Slippity-slidey again. You can't get up that. And what's above me is closed. Okay, this is a very polished side of the Sphinx, but apparently no, still no. Can't get up here. So there is definitely something behind the Sphinx. Found the key! No way! No way, I feel so smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. After running around literally absolutely everywhere in a space, I figured out how to get on the singular object that I haven't checked yet. Yay! Okay. Throwing in a save. Especially considering that I am determined to run around on the singular blinking health point. Which I shouldn't do. I do have plenty of medkits. Being Lara must be really difficult. I have a feeling that she has trouble controlling her body. Just because she runs into things very often. Alternatively, you could see this as me being very bad at possessing people. So, you know, if I was ever a ghost and trying to control a body that's not mine, I think everybody would be able to tell. Ah! I can't believe I took down that puma without healing myself. We progressed from lions to pumas. I don't know if this is an upgrade or a downgrade. I honestly never tried getting into lion versus puma community, but I bet that there's at least one. There's always people on the internet loving to just pitch random things against other random things. Like, hey, who would win? Superman or Freddy's from Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, that's definitely a thing. That's... I'm in no way just not familiar with the franchise. Freddy's and Five Nights at Freddy's is definitely a person, thing, location, place. Yes. Ooh, I found a gap. It's a big gap. I feel like my resource hoarding is really gonna come in handy at the last few levels where I will still deny myself being able to use any of my own resources. Oh god. This is why we save. Outside of bullets, apparently I'm fine with just losing loads and loads of bullets. Have been collecting bullets for some other gun. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to heal at this point. Pop a small medipack. Because I'm just that stingy. Ahaha! I got the Puma in one go. I probably could have not popped that medipack. I can see a key. I don't know what it unlocks, but I can see a key. Through the key lookout place. If I was Lara, I would get into that gap and crawl because it is absolutely a human-fitting gap, but because Lara is Lara, she cannot bend like that. She probably has back problems. Aw, poor sea puppy didn't even get water this time. That's very unfair. Watch how you're housing your crocodiles, guys. Don't be mean. Is that like a crawlable gap or... No. Okay. Because I thought maybe I could find some secret if I just crawled all that way. Is this something that I can jump on? Why would you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to do that, I ask. No, it's not. I am very suspicious of that cat statue. It's giving me bad vibes. Okay. Sea puppies beware. How do you not trigger the giant ball? Why is it always me? Why is it always me that triggers giant balls and not you? This cat is standing around pressure pads. Can't tell me that this cat isn't dangerous. Apparently it's not, and that is not a pressure pad. That's just a decoration choice. I'm very paranoid by this point in the game. It is kind of nice to have a ball just hanging out with me. Ooh. Hey! I found something! The game says that it's a secret. Not convinced myself, but I'll take it. A nice statue guy. Ooh, the sea puppy did get some water. Good. Don't abuse your crocodiles, people. Aha! So there's like a gate in here. I think it will just go to the previous room. Yeah, it is. I saw this medkit from the previous. It's a shame that you can't just like open it. Because I feel like these kind of things serve like a good shortcut. That's where it came from. That's a rock. Right. Why does the space feel suspicious? It feels like with that camera angle I should be able to climb it, but I can't. I don't suppose I can boop the cat. Are you boopable? No? You sure? Yeah? Right, so with architecture jutting out so awkwardly, it's very clear that that area is gettable. You platform to it from somewhere. But first, I haven't had a dip at their pool yet. Alright, I don't think I'm missing anything in here. Unless your pool is lava, always take a dip at it. It's never not worth it. This game is all about pools. It just has the wrong vibe with the new graphics on. Am I seeing a sea puppy? Thought I saw something move. Don't you dare, sea puppy. Yeah, we are seeing a sea puppy. Always beware of your weapon lock on. It means that there's a sea puppy. Or anything else for your weapon to lock onto, for that matter. Is this ledge like... It's not quite in the water yet. There we go, making progress. We did see a key somewhere in here. I did see a key somewhere in here. We can look into one of the previous rooms. Very fancy. Is that block pushable or is that block pushable or stationary? I have so many block related questions. Nice window. Love the headshot through it. I'm not tall enough for that jump. Is there a ledge above me? Surely not. No, there's not. I will say that this game is making me doubt my eyesight like no other game. That's a door, in case it wasn't clear. Thinking, where do I want the block to go? Maybe there and then push it until I have access to that ledge? That seems like a good idea. Right? There's also that ledge, but there's no way for this block to get all the way over there. Because of this thing in the middle. But there is an entirely feasible way for this block to... I am very suspicious by those noises. Get all the way over there. That is something that we can do. I will say this. My keyboard has a lot of buttons. So I'm not quite sure why grab ledge and push block has to be the same one. Always remember, kids, if you're making video games, then first of all, congratulations, that's very cool. Secondly, if you're releasing them on PC, we have a whole ass keyboard to play around with. You don't need to put everything on one button. Normally the practice to do that, like to put everything on one button, is quite recent. So, Lara Croft was well ahead of its time here. I understand for controller. Where the fuck am I? Is that just like a tiny vase? That indeed looks like a tiny vase. Why? Is that gonna... No? No tiny vase? Only bought one vase and then ran out of all the money? Did somebody steal one? Aha, I see a ledge. And a switchu. That is never a good noise. Last time I heard something like that, something shifted. What am I looking at? A giant block? That shifted. Huh. It would imply that something moved in that room. Which we can't enter and exit easily yet. Where is that room even? That is the Sphinx entryway, so what's across the street from it, so to say? Okay, I need to figure out what shifted. And what did that do? So it's the ballroom that something moved in? Looks like it. The only way through, I think, is to backtrack. There is a sea puppy inside the water. Let's make sure that there is no sea puppy before we do water things. It is being very elusive, but if I had a lady with guns chase me around, I would be elusive too. Oi, sea puppy. I see it. Okay, no more sea puppy. The sea puppy is now sleeping with the fishes. I'm gonna change the graphics settings and I'm gonna do a fly by the water. Because there's also this area over here. Which has nothing, so very cool. I love my nothing waters. Why do you ask? Right, so it looks like they haven't placed anything in the water. Good to know. Let's get some breath in. Into our little lungsies. And back we go! Would be so easy if we could have just, I don't know, opened the metal grates. So that we didn't need to do this. This is the ballroom, right? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, this is the ballroom. So, what changed? Something got pushed outwards. Is it all the way up there? How do you get there? That looks very much like a ledge. I can't jump that. There is a amount of sand on this side. Would that work? Yeah, that's climbable. Can't grab onto the ledge here, though. There's a block in the way. This is definitely not climbable from this side. Can't even climb back up there in that direction. That's blocked. It really befuddles me because there are obvious things intended for climbing in this room. That's the room that we just came from. And the bit that's jutting, I think, is right above me. Which would mean it would have moved from there? Right. I'm feeling like I'm really missing something. Okay, what I was missing is simply that you're supposed to be a god at jumping. This is a platforming game, that does make sense. Oh god! Okay, well that's not good. Run away! Where the frig am I? Oh well. This works. How did I get here? Oh! Okay! Oh, I get it! Yeah, what happened was a little bit exploity. Ah. Right, so... If any object places you in a position where it is impossible to be, aka inside the block, for example, the game just kinda pushes you onto the nearest location that is possible to be in. So my nearest location was up a block. Well, that's cool. Not what you're supposed to do, but cool. I wanna get down. What the hell was this? Oh, did I accidentally save? Okay. I am getting confused. Stop trying to leave. We're not done here. You don't just push me into the stratosphere and get away with it. He's playing with me. He really doesn't want me fighting unfair now, does he? Right, that wasn't the best solution of all time. Come here! I'm not done shooting at you. This is really reminding me of nightmare creatures, and I don't even know why. Surely you can't require that many bullets, right? What? How is he just standing there? I feel like every single time we save and reload, we break his AI a little bit. God damn it. Okay, how about we heal? I do have stupid amount of large medipacks. Rig, yes. Thank you for dying. Couldn't have done that sooner, eh? Climb up. Jump and grab. Jump and grab. Figure out what's inside this tiny minuscule room. It is a lever. Pull on it. What? Oh, it's above that golden block. Okay. This is a really beautiful window. I thought that I'll mention it. I don't know why, but it looks like there's glass. Wouldn't make a lot of sense for there to be glass in here, but... Let's actually push it so that this time we don't get teleported awkwardly onto this. Aha, we are getting somewhere. Don't know whether that's good or bad, but it is definitely somewhere. It is nice to know that the doorway just doesn't exist. I thought that it's present, but it had some other plans. Ooh, so it's up. I found up. Cool. Is anything around the corners? Because I feel like if I was a medkit, I would be sitting on those 3 tiles over there, but it doesn't seem so. And this feels like a thing that you would burn with. There's nowhere up from there. Presuming that there's no place to go from there either. No, it doesn't look like it. Also doesn't look like there's anything on top of these. Is that just a smile? That is a smiley face. Look at this thing. Look at the little hieroglyphic thing for a smiley face. It's like... It's right there. But it's so dark that you can't see it. It's like on the cube. It's just so smiley. I'm gonna be doing a lot of saves because I'll have to do a lot of hops in here, I imagine, and... You know how jumping with Mirta goes, aka it doesn't. Like, that's how jumping with Mirta goes. I can't believe that I just overwrote my save. Okay, the last save was here, so... Doesn't matter. I did not want to do that. Mind you, there are items up here, but not entirely sure if there's anything else. So let's first stop here, right? And then actually overwrite the Dying Lara save. Because it's not like we're gonna use the Dying Lara save. Now let's figure some stuff out. First of all, ammo. There's nothing this way at all. Just want to confirm we have nothing else that we would need from here. Now we can slide down. It looks to me like the way forward is through the green curtain, but don't quote me on that, because it seems like a very difficult place to get to. So I might be entirely wrong for that. So this place is jutting out. And I can land here. It sounds like it's creaking. Which is okay, scary. Ah, it's the crocodile that's creaking, okay. If there's a creaky crocodile down there again, does that mean that I'll have to go back down? I don't really want to. I don't quite know where to go from here. Well, I do know that there's still something to pick up in that direction, some more ammo, but still. So apparently the room beneath us is just open now. I will say that there's something really wrong with my brain. I find Lara Croft to be incredibly exhausting to play. And it takes me a lot of mental faculties in order to be able to play it. Why does that also look like a smiley face? I feel like this game is smiling at me quite a lot. But yesterday, I took a break from playing Lara Croft and I finished my Crusader Kings file. And I've gotten a lot of... No? It's not open? The heck? But how are you supposed to do this then? I thought it would be open, because it looked open. But anyway, let me just finish my thought. It was going someplace before I got interrupted. Is there anything different in this room whatsoever? I was able to get achievements done for that game and understand it absolutely perfectly, and with this game I'm lost. I'm very, very confused about what do and even where do for that matter, to a point where I do shit like this. I missed a button. I can't see it. Because fuck having lighting, I guess. But there's a switch here. That's what really confused me so much when I was all like, oh yeah, I have no idea where to go from here. And then the walkthrough was like, don't worry, just like go to the cat temple. And I was like, oh, you mean this bit of land? And apparently that wasn't the right bit of land. So no, it wasn't that bit of land, it was a different bit of land. But I was like, wait, what do you mean? And then they're like, well, you need to unlock it. And I'm like, what do you mean? I need to unlock it. Where? And apparently it was there, and that I saved instead of loading again. So I nearly spent the only yes. The only save point that I still had up there by saving over it on accidente. But thankfully I didn't. These levels are getting longer and longer, and I am just not meeting the skill requirement for this game. Like, I understand. A broom! I understand that some people are good with this. I am really not good with this. Like, I brained that one level. Wait, what? Since when do I have those weapons? Okay. I don't remember picking up those weapons. Was it literally since this secret? And by secret, I mean just some bullets on top of the... Alright. But like... As I was saying, I don't feel smart enough for this game. I can play titles that other people can't play. But with this one, I'm just like... It makes me feel stupid. And my attempt to smoothly drop down places is also kinda a rough one. Ooh, little sand blocks. Never mind. See, it does not generate feel good. It generates feel bad. It generates a lot of feel bad. Because I'm like, oh, this looks like a safe way down. And then the game goes like, psych! Spikes! And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Make fun of that person that already can't play platformers by introducing shit like that. That's perfectly fine with me. Not like I already missed the whole ass switch because it was too dark to see. Hey, at least I had that one good level. Right? You gotta take your victories. I was about to ask the fuck, but apparently we still have more things to do in here. I thought we were gonna somehow just come out at that trapdoor that we opened. I do like the enemy placement that allows me to take enemies from positions where enemies cannot see me. It's very nice. Can I just, like, long jump over here? The answer to can I will always be yes, but the real question is more like, does long jumping do anything good in here or nah? The answer is nah. Because I can't actually reach that point over there. Ooh! It feels like I should be able to. Like, it feels like, why else would you even have that platform? But I suppose the reason why you would have it is so that you get ambushed by lions the moment you go down. That would be my interpretation. This is a cat lady's temple, by the way. I think the game says Vajat. Well, at least the game guide says Vajat. But I would have assumed Bastet. So, like, these lions are thematically appropriate. They're just really hard to deal with. Well, not if you have a shotgun. So, right, my most powerful gun is then shotgun. I assume. I should probably save its shots. That is a door that I cannot open. Cool. Those are always my favorite. I love doors that I cannot open. How did you know? Next time my birthday rolls around, somebody please gift me a door that I cannot open. It's my life dream to access the doors, which I can't open. Ooh. No way! There's a tiny bridge in here! That's so cute! Isn't the distance like entirely the same distance that I tried to jump before and failed? That's not gonna succeed, right? I suppose it depends on what you mean when you say success. If you mean, have I survived the jump? then the answer is yes. But if you mean, have I landed on the other side, then the answer is no. For the sake of sanity, I'm gonna leave those shotgun shells behind. They're nice and all, and shotguns are powerful, and that's good. But also, what the fuck? Why? Why is everything like this? Developers of Lara Croft, who have hurt you? What did the gamers do to you? To make you suffer so? Giant crocodile keeps on wanting to bang me while in bandages. I don't like this arrangement, please help. And then I fall into cats sometimes because that's also a very fun way to live your life. Like, sometimes all you need to do is to fall into a whole bunch of cats in the worst way possible. Thank God that went away eventually. Huh? Mommy crocodiles want to eat me. Cat mother hates me. Keeps on spawning cats on me. And now I am in a room. Please help. Alright, there's a big opening and a small opening. We can't reach the big opening, so let's go for the other opening that we can reach. I do like the stairs, but now I feel like they're just gonna turn into big-ass spike traps. What the hell is this? Where am I? I don't see any levers on it. Is it levers or levers? Ooh. I found the key and then I squeaked so hard that my microphone stopped picking it up. I don't know where I put this key in, but it's kind of cool that I have it. Now I'm gonna throw in the save because for some reason, whenever I want to load, I save instead, and whenever I want to save, I load, so I'm very good at this, is what I'm trying to say. Bullets! You know, in life, always challenge yourself to do things that you're not feeling capable to do. Make life fun. Like that. Did I open something, or did I just, like, pull on a lever for funsies? But I am fighting the strong urge to just, like, go, fuck you guys, and go back to starting a new save on Crusader Kings instead, which, considering that I always play that game on Iron Man, it's not like it never infuriates me. Is that a cat? Is it dead? Looks like it. I think maybe yeah, this is where I started the level. What did that lever do? I think it opened that way and closed the other? I'm throwing in a save file because I'm jumping down to explore and breaking every bone in my body in the process of doing so yeah. Yeah, I think that the game doesn't want me to be down here. I think that the floor may be suffering from an instant death syndrome. Of where you just perish at the thought of floor. Ooh. Okay. Do I just... My butt. Do I go back through here? I got a key, I pulled on a lever, and I'm confused again. Mirta just like casually missed the whole level exit because I'm good. I'm great at this actually. I tried to go down to the start of the level and then like I tried to, I don't know, meet the kitties by running to the previous room. Please tell me what I'm doing. My brain has fried. Where am I? Why is that always a question that I have? Right, that is a keyhole and that is a door. Okay. I don't think it was an hour and 13 minutes, but fine. Lie to me, Daddy, I guess. I think it was a lot longer. Though, for the first time, I think I'm doing okay on secrets, and I even got quite a few pickups, so there's there. But also, like, no, previous level was such a... It was one of those things where I said that it's going so smoothly. This is not gonna just be the game going forward, right? Like, I'm not just gonna, like, enter a period of just, like, smooth sailing. No, that was just a fake-ass level to boost my own confidence for myself so that I go into Egypt feeling all good and smart and all full of myself and then just, like, fall apart in front of navigation, spike traps, unfair enemies. I say, if you're playing Lara Croft Remastered, it's hard enough to play. If you're, like, entirely new to this, it's hard enough to play as it is. I wish that they would have kept the old game's lighting, because it's so dark, man. It's so incredibly dark whenever you just, like, enter this and play with it. I missed the switch. I missed the keyhole. And if you switch to this, it's just... It pops. Things pop. They're so much easier to see, but you're also playing in like 30 FPS and very janky frame rate with all graphics, so I wish that they kept the sliding, man, like this. lighting so that at the very least I could see my own surroundings. Thank you. This is hard enough as it is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for my Patreon supporters. And I am gonna see you next time on level 11. Just so you know, because I am sitting on tutorial site for the times when I get lost so that I don't spend 3 hours meandering, because that is a legitimate concern and I have done something similar before. I do know that this game has 15 levels and we just beat 10. So I'm getting there and I am stubborn. If there's one quality that I have going for me, is that I am stubborn as all heck. And I finish my projects no matter how hard they get on me to do so. But my oh my, it's this like, there is a level of frustration that I feel when things aren't going my way. And it is because I am perceiving this game as being unfair. Let's put it this way. But also it's from 1996, so like the fuck did I expect? It's only younger than me by 2 years. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope I'm gonna see you in the next level.